Hello crypto community and welcome back to Crypto Utility. If you want to be ready for crypto, then you are in the right place. Today we're going to be talking about Quant QNT. Why is it going to be that liquidity monster? How is it going to reach $1,000 plus potentially by the end of this year? So I hope you will watch to the end. We shall continue right after this intro. Looking at coin market cap, currently the total market cap is at 2.48 trillion, up by 2.9%. And in regards to the rest of the market, Bitcoin under 70k, Ethereum 3.3k. So once again, we are ranging because of what is happening across the world. But this is where millionaires are made. So DCAing in right now is the first step to being wealthy. Looking at some massive crypto news. US must become crypto capital of the planet. So we have got Donald Trump promising that USA will become the crypto capital of the world, if of course he wins. He says he wants the USA to be a Bitcoin superpower. And guys, I don't know if you remember, but many years ago when I started this channel, I predicted that many of the countries across the world are going to be leading in crypto. The USA is going to be lagging for a while, and then boom, it's going to take over. Right now we're talking about Bitcoin crypto as reserves for the USA government. Trump is talking about being the Bitcoin superpower. So right now I think, yes, USA, one of the biggest economies in the world, is going to help crypto to be adopted. So even though they mentioned Bitcoin as it is the biggest market cap, I think this news is massive for the total crypto adoption. And I think this is where utility is going to win. If your crypto solves a problem, I think you have a high chance of success. Looking at Ether's ETF. So what does the ETF for Ether mean for crypto adoption? So yes, an Ether ETF is just the beginning in my opinion. I think we are going to get many more utility driven ETFs coming in. Yes, now we are going to get more adoption of mainstream because now we have people's attention on Ethereum's ETF, and people may be expecting ETFs for other cryptos as well. And one thing I want to add here, guys, is that regulations are on the increase. USA is talking about increased regulations for cryptos. We've got so many other big economies talking about regulations for crypto. So these ETFs are bringing more clarity to the markets, but I think more products, more cryptos are going to be getting ETFs in the very near future. Looking at the Quant QNT price, currently at $72. Right now, once again, with the rest of the market, everything follows Bitcoin. Even Quant is ranging at the moment. But one important thing to note here, guys, is that the max supply is only 14.8 million and the circulating supply right now is 12 million. And the market cap is only 874 million. With all the connections that Quant has in the new financial system, I honestly believe that it is an easy 10x from here. So guys, pay attention because today all the news that I have got lined up for you, you will see why the price can easily do a 10x. Looking at it from Greg, what QNT is doing in the project is enabling the whole infrastructure. So what Quant is doing here, guys, is enabling banks to go online to the new payment infrastructure. Banks are never gonna create their own. They never create their own system. They always go to private third parties who are already ahead in the game, and they are gonna be using Quant and its rails to go online through the future of finance. So let's have a quick listen to this clip because a lot of good information is being dropped by Gilbert. Let's have a quick listen.
Each bank can't do it on their own. So RLN so the whole transformation of electronic to digital has to be a collaborative method. Each bank can't do it on their own. So RLN is a project that all the banks came together. There's RLN UK, which we're involved in, and it's a way where the banks are building, co-designing, and creating tokenized money, digital money, with all their counterparties and their peers. And so what we're doing in the project is really enabling the whole infrastructure, connecting to banks using traditional connections and traditional rails, but then connecting to digital CBDCs and other types of rails where you can have interoperability of all forms of money. So in RLN, it's the industry innovating and it's the industry collaborating to build the next generation of payment infrastructure.
So as you heard there, guys, I always hear that Quant is connected to CBDCs, which is still a big thing for the Quant network, but it's also building the new future infrastructure and connecting banks to the future of payments, which is what the banks want. They are creating them rails, and banks are just connecting to them rails to enable them to access the digital future, which is going to be on the damn blockchain. Because we know, guys, how much money blockchain is going to save the banks, the institutions, and we already know, guys, the traditional system is broken. Blockchain is the savior. It's going to save them a lot of time, a lot of money, and they know it, guys. That's why they are plugging in to the best networks out there. They're not using any meme tokens, guys. Meme tokens are going to fade away once we have regulations, and as we already know, Quant is working within highly regulated environments, so it will make it in the end because it's already working with some of the biggest names in the world. Looking at a tweet from Tokenizer, we can now add Germany to the list of countries supporting QNT. The Germany Banking Industry Committee has begun a POC for commercial bank money transfer last April. Earlier they published a report about it. Let me explain how this all ties into Quant and their standards. So as we see here, guys, 5 leading German banks are involved. Multiple DLTs were used as well in this POC. R3 Quarter is one of them, guys, where R3 Quarter is connecting the old to the new. So the end game here, guys, is to work with existing bank systems to get them to go online. As we just seen in the past clip, yes, that's the future. Banks are using Quant's technology to go online to the future of payments, and this is exactly what the rest of the world is doing. You're not going to get big institutions in the world, the biggest countries in the world, just sit around and wait for something to happen. They are doing it right now, guys, right? They are investing their money into Quant-like technologies. They are going online with their systems because that's the way forward, and they know the future of payments is digital. They are one of the interoperable blockchains in the world, and they are going to help banks connect not just to Quant but to other systems, other cryptos, other blockchains as well. That's why interoperability is very important, and banks can see it because Quant is enabling the future of money. Looking at another tweet from Tokenizer, the Bank of Israel's picked 14 fintechs for the Digital Shekel Challenge. BOI launched their CBDC sandbox earlier, inspired from Project Rosalind. Their Digital Shekel itself was inspired by Project Seller, all made possible by QNT. But wait, Quant isn't anywhere on that list. And one thing for sure, guys, you don't always have to see a project's name being mentioned on every single page, but when you connect the dots together, guys, when you connect some of the industry players that are involved and then look at their partnerships, you will see that Quant is involved in every single way. And the end game here, guys, is quite simple. Yes, central banks aren't just waking up to Quant now, they're realizing it is the new industry standard. Quant is gonna be the new standard, guys. That's why it went from $1.88, I remember it really clearly, to $80 in a matter of months. It's going to be much bigger, the move, as you've seen so far, how many things Quant is involved with, how it's helping banks to go online to the new future of finance. Quant is going to easily do a 10x at the next bull run, because if we have regulations coming in, we've got a crypto positive president coming in, hopefully this year if for the USA, then we're talking about mega adoption for crypto, and Quant is definitely at the top of that list, so pay attention to Quant, guys. Looking at a tweet from Quantzilla. Quant is a beast. Here are the reasons I believe Quant's price will skyrocket in the coming years. So I'm not going to be going through the whole thing, guys, but 2 points are very clear. Utility is number 1, and number 2 is Quant's max supply is only 14.6 million. So in the future, guys, even holding a few Quant could make you a multi-millionaire, because the supply is so low. We're going to have a supply shock once everything goes online, because Quant is clearly involved with so many big banks. As I say always, utility is going to win the damn day. Quant has too much utility. He's got too many initiatives it's involved in. Too many pilots are happening right now across the world for Quant.